Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. Just to let you know, this is going to be the last video before Christmas. I usually take a break over Christmas and New Year, and then I'll be back on the 1st of January with lots more crafty inspirational projects for you. So I hope you do have a lovely Christmas and New Year. I have a cute little project if you're hoping to receive some books for Christmas as a Christmas present. I have a lovely little project for you to make, and it's this little magnetic bookmark, and it just opens and closes like that, and it's a lovely little ginger cat I've done on the front of this one, but you could do any image you wanted. There is a neighbourhood ginger cat here in the and he loves to come into our garden and on my drive and sun himself. So that was my inspiration for this little kitty cat here. So I have a piece here of Awkward Oasis cardstock, and this measures 6 inches by 2 1/4 inches, and on the 6-inch side we are just going to score at 3 inches. So let's find 3 inches and score, and that's basically just cutting your piece in half. So that's what we've done there. Whoops. Fold it in half and reinforce that fold line with your bone folder. Then I've got a piece here of the Awkward Oasis Designer Series paper, and I love these little hearts. And I've just cut this to measure 2 inches by 2 3/4 inches, but all the measurements will be on the blog post on my website, and you can find the link to that in the description box below. There's also a link to my Facebook group where I host monthly or rather fortnightly challenges, and if you do make this project, I'd love to see your version of it, and you can always post a picture of it in the Facebook group, so please do come over and check that out. So that's our base done. So now we're going to focus on our kitty, and I'm going to bring in my stamping. Now the kitty comes from this set here called Fluffiest of Friends, and this is the kitty here, and then I'm also going to stamp from Warm Hello this piece that says hello. So let's stamp our kitty first, and I'm going to stamp him or her. Haven't decided. I don't know if our little kitty in the neighbourhood is a boy or a girl. He doesn't actually let us get close enough to see. He's a little bit of a scaredy cat, but he obviously feels safe enough if we just leave him to get on with his own thing, and that's exactly what we do. And then he's a happy kitty, and that's great. So we've stamped that in Memento, and now we're going to stamp the hello in some Awkward Oasis, and I love this in colour. I'm going to be very sad when it retires at the end of April, but I'm going to make the most of it till then. It's a really gorgeous colour. So there we've stamped hello. So set that aside. Now I'm going to do some colouring, and we're using the Stampin Blend alcohol markers. I'm going to show you the colours quickly. We've got pumpkin pie, we've got petal pink, garden green, melon mambo, and some crumb cake. And we're just going to go do some very quick and easy colouring. And I'm just going to use a darker colour here just to go around and just sort of trace out where I think there'd be some shadows. Here around his edge, on his paws, on his little taily, here up by his ears, top of his head, here underneath his chin, and again on his front pawsies. I think that will be okay for now. And then I'm going to go back in with my lighter colour and just blend all of that out. As you can see, and just take your time to go around the image. Don't rush it too much. I tend to change to the smaller point when I get to things where I want to get into small little nooks and crannies, because I find it much easier to use the smaller point. And just blend around. And if you feel you need to, you can go back with your darker colour again and just add back any areas where you feel you've lost some of that shading and you need it back. And you can just keep on going backwards and forwards between the two until you find you have an effect which you like. I think that's going to do, and I'm going to add some dot detail just to give him some character. So I'm going to do that, I think, in a minute when it's dried a bit. Let's move on to his face. I'm going to use my light colour here of my petal pink just on his nose, and then I'm going to go in with the dark and just add a little bit of shading like that. Let's do the pot. The pot is going to be in crumb cake. So as the dark colour. That's the lighter colour. That will do fine, I think. And then I'm just going to do the flower. The flower image is so small that, to be honest, it doesn't need much shading to it at all. And I'm just going to add barely anything. And then I'm not going to shade at all for the leaf, it's way too small. There we go. So now we've got all of that coloured, I'm just going to go back and finish off with my dot detail. Just some dots around his face, where his whiskers would be. I think that's enough. So there we go. There is our little kitty. Isn't that cute? We're going to cut him out, or her out, using the matching dies, and these are the Fluffiest Friends. And just going to get the right die out, but obviously that's not the right one. Let's see. We're going to get that die out there, and then we're going to use this little die here to cut out our hello. So that's from the cracker and treat box dies. So I'm going to put that all through the die cutting machine and I'll be back. Okay, so we've cut out a little kitty. Isn't it cute? And then I also cut out the hello. So let's stick all of this down. Now I'm not going to do any dimension on this at all, because this is going to go inside a book. And you don't really want to have a big lump in your book. So we are not going to do any dimension on this, and I'm giving this a really good go with some glue so it'll stick down flat and hopefully nothing will pop up. There we go. Give that a good press down, and then we're going to do the same with a hello. Just like that. Now, a number of years ago online, I bought these bookmark magnets, and they just come as a huge pack of them, and you get, you know, each one comes together as a duo pack, so you get both sides of the magnet. I got them years ago online, and I'm still going through them. If I can find the link to it, I will put it in the description box below. but you can search for them and you'd find them anywhere. And then I'm going to take off the other side here. So I put one down with its little friend on top, take off that, press them both together, and now they're in the perfect position. And you have a magnetic bookmark. Isn't that clever? So there we have our two little bookmarks. I hope you liked them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want more information about the project, supply list, measurements, etc., as I said, it's all on the blog post on my website. And the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.